Happy Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. Oh, I'm going to try to make it through tonight. Allergies have hit big time. So I'm hoping I can get all the way through without coughing and hacking. Hey, Glenda. Oh, good. Somebody hopped on early. I don't know if you all realized, but last week I apparently had the setting on my phone for posts to be only me. So I did my entire live with only me, and throughout the whole thing, I was thinking, nobody's hopping on, not one person. So I'm glad to see I got it figured out this time. I don't know what I'd been doing, playing around with something probably, but it's good to see people hopping on tonight. Hi, Terry. I'm glad to see both of you. Happy Monday. Um, this is a topic tonight that's obviously near and dear to my heart, dreams. And I'm going to address this from two different angles. The first one is how to have or get a dream doer mindset, and then talk about why you would even want to, why it's important, and what does it do for you besides accomplish your dream. There are some actual benefits um, that you might not realize. Hey, Kelly. Oh, thanks for being here. I was just saying it's good to see people on after my little mess up last week. I still got a lot of views on the replay, but it was a little disconcerting to be doing my whole live just to myself. Good practice, I guess. So, I know Kelly has been working on her dreams. I know Glenda's been working on her dreams, Terry. You too. I think just about all of us these days, just about everybody I know on Facebook is working on their dreams at some stage of it, and at some, some aspect of their dreams. So I'm hoping that this will benefit people tonight. I'm Mary Moss. I live in Richmond, Virginia. During my day life, I'm an administrator for a transportation project that my company contracts for. We contract for VDOT. And in my dream life, I'm a writer and speaker, now retreat planner, poet, and author. And those are the things that really love to do, that really feed me, even though I'm learning a lot and enjoy my day job. So I'm pretty lucky to have it both ways. That's right, always a benefit. That's right. So, a dream doer mindset. I got to thinking about this, and I think I talked about this a couple weeks ago about what is a dream doer, and what sets dream doers apart from the ones who just think about it. So, the most important thing that we have to realize before we set out, and that we have to always remember in our pursuit, is that dreams are hard work, aren't they? I mean, they're really hard work. And we shouldn't have any illusion that we're going to just breeze along and reach our dreams without a lot of hard work and effort being exerted. So that's the most important thing. Um, Also, a dream doer mindset means that we give our best to our dream, right? Our best time, our best energy, our best focus. Whether that's first thing in the morning, whether it's late at night, whether it's on our lunch hour when we can go away somewhere, whatever time works for you, for the rhythm of your life and for your physical energy and well-being. That when you're at your best, that's the part that you need to give to your dream and the time. So we set our lives up to incorporate our dream, but also to incorporate it in a way that it's going to get the best of us and the best part of our life. Dream doers keep their blinders on, right? Have to always stay focused. this is a cautionary tale for me as much as anyone else. Hey, Jessica, because I'm one of these, I'll do this and I'll do this and I'll do this. And in the meantime, here's my dream and everything else is getting my attention. So I have to rein myself in, or I have to surround myself with people who will help me rein myself in. I know while I was still writing my book, I told John Eric, a lot of people are wanting me to do a writing group, and maybe I'll start a writing group. And he was like, wait a minute, put the brakes on. Oh, thank you. I was wondering. Thank you, Jessica. So, and I was grateful. I wasn't mad about that. I was grateful that he was like reining me back in, helping me keep my blinders on. And I try to do that for my friends too, and for anybody that I'm kind of helping out. We need to stay focused. That's not to say that we can't do other things. Yes, it's so easy to do, especially I'm interested in so many things and I have so many passions that it's very easy for me to just throw myself into a bunch of different things. And then what happens, of course, is none of them are done well. Hey, girl. Hey, Melissa. It's great to see you. None of them get done well, and I'm worn out, and my dream, my big dream, my main dream has been neglected. Hey, Danny. Long time no see. So that's important that we keep our blinders on, and it's really a good idea. We're lucky if we can surround ourselves with people, even if you just have one or two people who will say, hey, wait a minute, remember? I've even asked a few friends to keep me accountable, which, when you give them permission, they're more likely to do it, right? They don't worry about hurting your feelings because you've already told them that you would like them to play that role in your life. When you get discouraged, remember why you started. What was the reason that you decided this dream was so important? That helps us get back up. That helps us get up when we're tired. That helps us do the next thing, even if maybe we're discouraged, even if we don't feel like it. Remember why you started and never lose sight of that. And that's how, keep those blinders on and keep looking at the accomplished goal. And that'll help us to keep going. And then remember whose you are. We don't belong to this world, right? We were divinely designed, and our dreams were given to us for a purpose. And we need to also remember that so that we don't fall back into thinking that it's all on me. It's all on me. I have to rely on my own strength, on my own whatever. We're given the dream, and then we're given whatever assistance we need to accomplish that dream, because there's a reason we were given the dream. The world needs it, right? It's not about us. And we need to remember that in all aspects of it. This is, to me, as much as to anybody who might be tuned in, do not listen to the mean things you say to yourself. Don't listen. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're not whatever. Don't listen to the mean things you say to yourself. Tell yourself to shut up when you start getting down on yourself. And also, don't worry about what anybody else thinks about you. It's none of your business. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's not your business. It's about them and not about you. And if we start taking it personally, and again, I speak from experience, if we start taking it personally, we're going to start second guessing ourselves. And then pretty soon we're talking ourselves out of our own darn dream because we're listening to other people who aren't on the same journey that we're on. And maybe who haven't even been on their own journey, so they have no business weighing in on yours. So what other people say about you or think about you, not your business. Just keep going with those blinders on. Give yourself lots of high fives. You know, um, every little accomplishment, every day that you do something towards your dream, tell yourself, look in the mirror and say, you did a good job. Yay, you tried. You know, you did this one thing. Um, you made progress. If you don't cheer for yourself, who's going to? But we need to do that. We need to remember to love on ourselves and to congratulate ourselves and to give ourselves the credit. Um, we need to keep ourselves accountable. Dream doers are accountable. We say what we're going to do, we do it, and then we celebrate it. And then we start over. Say, do, celebrate. Say, do, celebrate. Some of you who have been in the Adventure Social coaching program that I've been in for a couple years probably recognize some of these principles, even some of the terms, because they're very basic principles, and they are advice that has made a difference for me that I got from other coaches in Adventure Social and in other settings. And they're pretty tried and true regardless of what your dream is. For me, you know, it's writing and using words to help people discover their connection to God's story for their lives. You know, I like to spread hope and healing and grace to other people. That's my dream, and I use words to do that. Other people, you know, maybe artists or singers or you know, small business owners, whatever your dream is, these principles apply across the board. They're universal. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to read any more books. You just need to do it. You need to say it and do it and then celebrate it and then do it again. Need to rest. I really struggle with this one. I think part of it is because over the years, collectively, I've wasted a lot of time. And so I almost feel now like I need to keep running at top speed to make up for all that time that I didn't use wisely. Um, but we need to rest. We need to take some Sabbath time, whether it's a few hours, whether it's a day or a weekend, whatever it is. We need to step away and walk away and allow ourselves, you know, we can't neglect the people in our lives. We can't neglect ourselves physically, emotionally, spiritually. You know, we need to continually, we need to be fed and we need to be able to pour into others, but allow them to pour into us too. Otherwise, we're going to just burn out, and we won't be able to do what we want to do, and we won't be able to be our best selves. So that's something so important, and I struggle with that. Like I said, I struggle with it all the time. I'm getting better. I'm trying to go to bed earlier. I'm trying to get up from my desk at work and just, you know, go out and walk around the parking lot a couple times, just for a little break to kind of do a soft reset. And sometimes we need to do a hard reset, don't we? Hi, Christy. Hey, Mary. Um, and then the flip side of that is when we are inspired, when we are energetic, when we have a big block of time that we can devote to our dream, work like crazy. Get as much done as you can. Um, After I opened up the writers group this weekend, you know, one of my concerns in January was that I had no energy. I didn't realize how sick I was, um, which was the predominant reason that I didn't have the energy. But I've been telling people for months that I was going to start this writing group in January. And I kept putting it off and putting it off. And at one point, I almost thought, you know, we started working on the retreat, and that took a lot of time and energy, especially at the beginning. And I started thinking, well, maybe I won't do it at all. And then I just realized, you know, the time is right. I need to do it. We got things kind of going with the retreat, and my wonderful friends, Barb and Natalie, are more than pulling their weight. They're doing as much, if not more, as I am along those lines to help make that a success. Um, I have a couple of other friends. Andrea is helping me as an admin with the writers group, and Natalie too. So I'm not doing it alone, but I felt like, almost like, okay, well, it's like an obligation to do it because I told people I would do it. And I hate more than anything in the world to disappoint people and let them down. So I'm not going to say that was the reason that I did it. But I started seeing like a some movement in some people's lives where they were starting to, to talk about writing and about storytelling and about their dreams. And it just felt like everything came together and the time was right. I took a couple weeks to think about how the group would be set up and, how we would run it. And I had a lot of things in place before I started the group because I'd done some of the social coach training on groups, and I still have a lot to learn. And I just saw a few minutes ago that there are some more changes to groups, so it's evolving. Um, and I was just blown away because even just from the introductions, hearing the little bits and pieces about the people's lives and their dreams and why they wanted to write and what they were interested in writing, I was so filled up and so inspired and so excited. And that Saturday is when the invitations went out. Sunday morning, I woke up and it was a beautiful sunrise, a huge golden mass along the where the sun comes up, just to the west of it. And it just, to me, it just looked like a band of, like golden glowing angels or something. I wrote two poems. I mean, they just poured out of me. I didn't write them because I needed to put them in a book. I didn't write them because I had a deadline. I wrote them because they just poured out of me. And I think they poured out of me because I was so filled with energy and creativity um and dreams of all the people in the group, and it was just remarkable, just remarkable. So I went for it. I was like, yes, okay, now tonight I'll go to bed early and won't be as creative and energetic. But I took advantage of that time. It was like, okay, I'm just going to write this. And when I finished one, I started on the other one. And it was just a wonderful feeling. I haven't felt that way about writing in a really long time. So that's what I mean about when you're inspired, when you're energized, go for it, go all in and give it all you got. Um, that, in a nutshell, is how I suggest that you have or get a dream doer's mindset. Those are the key things for me along the way that have helped me keep my dream alive. So, okay, our dreams are for the world. We want to do what's right for the world. We want to do our best. We want to give our all. We want to realize our dreams. But why should we even work on our dreams? This was the part that I thought was so interesting. Yeah, it makes me feel good. It's exciting, even when it's hard, right? It's exciting. It's fulfilling. But there are some other advantages, and they're good for your health, your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health. For one thing, you should go after your dream, live in your dream life, because you're doing what you always wanted to do, right? I wanted to be a writer and a speaker and a retreat leader. I'm doing it. It's what I've always wanted to do. Who gets to say that? So why not go after your dream? If you want to be a painter, if you want to, whatever your dream is, go after it. Just do it. That's right. Move when you have the most energy and give it your all. It's what you always wanted to do. Go for it. You will experience things that you never thought possible. when you go after your dream, when you walk in your dream. Um, I have just been blown away since working on the retreat. Um, the things that I've learned, not about being a retreat speaker, but about the planning and about the logistics, about Facebook, about Gmail, about Google, about how people desperately want to help other people succeed. And just show up. Just volunteer. Just say, I can help you with that. Let me do that. Let this be my contribution. Let that be my contribution. People we didn't even ask. Um, some people we asked and they said, yes, of course. What would you like me to do? And but we also along the way we learned about organization and about planning and logistics and um, just all kinds of concrete things, but also not so concrete things. And like I said, we've experienced people just appearing, just coming, just offering to enter into the space with us in the writing group, in the retreat group, and just in life. It's been remarkable. This is something that I realized about myself. Um, Once I started achieving little bits and pieces of my dream, once I published my book, once I started stepping out a little bit, I got much more brave. I got so brave. And I would still have trepidation. Would still catch myself. And not just about writing and speaking, but even in my job, I would have more courage to step up and to step into certain things that I wouldn't have had, I don't think, had I not accomplished one of my dreams, which to publish the book. So you get braver, and you do that from doing. You're not born, I don't think, courageous. You get courageous from doing hard things and realizing that you can do them. And so then you look for the next hard thing, and you get more and more confidence as you go through life. Another reason that you want to do it is because you will inspire others. And this is something that I really struggled with because I don't ever want it to be about me. You're so great. You're so inspiring. But then I realize that that's not a bad thing. But I want people to realize that if I'm inspiring to you, then you need to realize that you can also be inspiring to others. Because I'm just a regular person um, who did who became a dream doer. And one of the things that a side benefit of that for myself is that it allows me to continue to live into my dream, but it also allows me to show others that they can have hope, that they can believe in themselves, that they can help others, that they can make a difference in the world, in their own lives, and also in other people's lives. So it's important that we can inspire others. Um, and hey, we'll feel excited and energized about our life, right? We get to live this great life of being in our dreams, living in our dreams, walking in our dreams, and we can be proud of what we've accomplished. Yes, Glenda, Dream Doer. I think I like that hashtag. I might start using that. I don't think anybody else has cornered the market on it that I would be stealing from them. Your joy and happiness at having this life, this way of life, not this life. Don't live in a mansion, don't have a gazillion dollars, but I have a way of living that brings me joy and happiness, and that's contagious to other people. When you're happy, everyone around you then becomes happier. If you smile at someone, they usually smile back. Um, so that's another advantage, that you spread joy and happiness into the world. And when people are around you, they feel better about themselves because you're living proof that it's possible for them to go after their dreams. If nothing else is important about you accomplishing your dream, maybe that's the purpose, that that God gave you the dream and that you were to accomplish it, was so that you could help other people realize that they can do the same thing. If you could do it, they can do it. And people need to see that. You smile more, you're happier. I find that to be true. Unless, I don't feel good. Everybody has bad days. But as a rule, you smile more and you're just happier. And I find that everything else in my life has more meaning, because I've come to realize that everything else in my life contributes to getting to the point I'm at right now. Even the years that I didn't do what I needed to do for my dreams. I was not a dream doer for a long time. Um, but those years were not wasted, because nothing's wasted in God's economy. He used that time for his purpose. And I can look back now and see the situations and the thoughts and the things that happened, all of it, how it all contributed to the here and now. And so that's reassuring too, to know that, you're never too far gone. You're never too old. It's never too late to go after your dream. And that's gives me tremendous comfort to know that. It also makes me, though, because I did spend those years not doing what I should have done, it makes me really want to keep going and make up for lost time. So that's definitely, that can be a downside, and I have to watch that again, like I said. You'll just love being around yourself, you know. I'm starting to enjoy my own company a lot more, because I'm finding that I'm less likely to be miserable in my life. And that makes a huge difference. If you like yourself, then other people start to like you and like being around you too. So those are kind of my tidbits on all the benefits. There's research out there on this stuff, which I just kind of blew me away, the benefits of living in your dream. But there's a cautionary tale too. And honestly, I kind of fell into this a little bit a few months ago, is that I was feeling really disheartened and discouraged because something at my job wasn't going the way I wanted it to. And I was feeling like, why am I doing this job? What I really want to be doing is, fill in the blank for yourself. Until I worked through it and realized that even though I have to have that job, I have to have the income, I have to have the health insurance, and I like most of the aspects of my job, every day I was doing something. Monday nights I go live every Monday night, even though I have a full-time job. I do some writing, some journaling every single day. So even if you're not in a position where you can just do your dream full time, like most of us aren't. Honestly, most of us have other obligations in life. Like I say, I always have my day life and then my dream life. And they don't have to be disparate. They don't have to be enemies of each other. And they don't have to be exclusive of the other. What I have tried to do is figure out ways to make both work. And you can do it. You just need to figure out where you can find the time and the resources and the energy. Like I said, my morning with my coffee, that's my best time. And so that's the time that I try to brainstorm and think and plan and just do some visioning for my dreams. I'm the only one up, and I don't turn on the TV. I don't watch the news. I just have a couple cups of coffee by myself. And it's really important to me, and it's made a huge difference. So that's so important. Don't focus on and also don't focus on how far you have to go. Think about how far you've come, right? It's all about mindset. It's all about shifting your focus. You know, I'm a big proponent of the law of attraction. Thoughts become things, and um, your vibe attracts your tribe, and it's really true. If you put out joy and happiness and gratification and appreciation and gratitude for the opportunity to work on your dream, even small parts of it, you're going to find that you're going to have more and more of all of that, and it's going to grow and grow. And the funny thing is, you will find that you have more and more ways that you can then work on your dream, that you can live in your dream while you're also living your other life. It really does. It just, if we're always down and disappointed and sad and angry, and resentful, then we're never going to be able to live into our dream as fully as we're intended to. But if we appreciate the opportunity, like I said, just even if we just appreciate the very small achievements, the little high five moments that we give ourselves, we're going to have more and more of those, and it's going to get better and better as we go. It really is, and I really believe that. So we need to be happy that we have a dream and that we have an opportunity to work on that dream, because we're not. Um, I'm not going to go there. It's like when your mom used to tell there are starving children in the world. There really are. So I really try to practice gratitude a lot these days. Make your dream the reason you get out of bed every day, and you almost can't have a bad day, right? So those are just some of the thoughts that I had. Wanted to share a little bit of the things that other people have shared with me, the wisdom and the knowledge that others have generously shared with me. And hopefully there were some nuggets in there that will help you as you go after your dreams. And, if there's anybody that you think might need to hear some of this, please feel free to share this with them. And I really appreciate your time. As always, it's great to get your feedback, to read your comments. I just really appreciate it. And I'm having a severe allergy issue because I'm allergic to all the blooming trees in Virginia. And guess what's going on right now? So that's the reason for the voice and the watery eye and, whatever else is going on. But anyway, so thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. I hope you have a great rest of the night, a great week, and I'll see you next Monday.